parents to post a back-to-school photo of their children on social media, but experts say this tradition could be putting your child's identity at risk. We are sharing some tips for you to follow to help keep them safe. And of course, our Call 12 lines, they are open for you.
We investigate stories that...
All right, we're all about to see this. Those chalkboards and letterboards displaying children's names, schools, other identifying information. They will overtake social media. This happens every year as kids go back to school. Now, while these posts are well intended and they do make great keepsakes and good memories when you go back, posting them online has potential dangers that many parents just don't realize. Online predators can look for clues to try to groom children and find out what they like and their physical location. So how can you take and post those adorable back to school photos? And you know, there's only one person who can help us answer all these questions. She knows all about this. Social media expert Marcy Thornhill is here. So welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rachel.
So tell us about first the issue. People think this is harmless, and for the most part it is, but there's always a danger.
There's always a danger. When you're sharing information about your children online, their name, their teacher's name, you're giving predators a lot of information at the very beginning. Now they have a photo. So just imagine if you laid your driver's license down on the street. This is the equivalent of what you're doing. You're giving information away to predators.
So do you recommend doing this? I know it's something that so many parents love to do.
They do. And I mean, I'm a parent. I have 2 adult daughters, but I think the best way to do it is say happy back to school. You don't have to put the teacher's name, not the grade, not in front of the school, maybe a plain background. Even minimize using your child's name on social media because you're starting to give little clues as to information about the child. So kind of reduce the amount of information you're sharing.
And you know, I've seen a couple people where they just put, my child's starting middle school today, and that's all it says. So it doesn't say where,
right.
But you'll still get that memory pop up in your Facebook feed or Instagram or whatever, and you'll see, oh yeah, it was this year, several years ago. You'll still get the same feeling.
You will, and it's great to create the memories. Create the memories, use the plaque, but just don't post it. Keep it at home, maybe create an album or a collage, but try to minimize any personally identifiable information about your children that you'll post to social media. And encourage your friends and family, maybe not to shout out, hey, my niece is going to, great to have her at. Try to minimize that and the use of their name to basic information.
Let's go over exactly what you're saying here. Don't share your child's name in the post, the teacher's name, their favorite things. There's a list right there that just popped up.
Right, their favorite things, their school, maybe the team or the sport they're going to play on, because again, those are clues. If you don't say the name of the school, but you say the name of the team, maybe you post a picture of them in their jersey. So you're giving information that predators can use to get their information, and they're not using it just to prey on the actual child, but then you're running the risk of identity theft and fraud and things of that nature as well. And it also affects college students as well.
Can we make our post private? You know how that's one of the options, or just friends only, or is it still get out there? Can you try to work on the security settings for your posts?
You can. So you can make your settings set up where it's just to friends, not to friends of friends, or not public. Again, when you share it with friends, it's making it so that they can't reshare the post. If they reshare the post, now you've opened it up to their audience and now their friends, because they may not have the same security settings.
I have another really good question for you. Parents are not the only ones that are doing this. The kids themselves now have access to the phones, younger and younger these days, and they post a lot on social media. Should you use the same principle to help teach them how to be safe online?
Absolutely. So we have to remember stranger danger. We have to teach them about not letting people into their lives, and that includes posting selfies and things with their friends. It's great, it's fun, we all do it, but be mindful. So tell your child, be mindful where you're standing. Don't stand in front of the school, stand against a white background. Try not to have maybe your name badge or your team shirt on so that a person can't identify where you are. So try to minimize that, or shouting out things like that. Try not to give information, but more just the picture speak for itself.
And we have to think about this in this day and age, because there are people out there who Their whole job is to mine things online, get access to Social Security information, names, date of birth, and put it all together and try to steal information. That is what they literally make this their full-time job.
That is their full-time job. They sit there and they just seek out information. They pull together profiles, and they're so patient because they can do this for years until they get the profile just the way they want it to then wreak havoc on your credit, on your child's records, medical records. It's just the possibilities are endless of what they do with the data. So you want to protect your children early.
Thank you so much for your time, as always. This is such a good information,
Yes.
just a good talk to have for all of us to listen to, and good reminders.
Absolutely, yes, thank you.
Marcy, thank you.
Thank you.